how you can create a Flask app of Intel image classification. So here you can see that I am using Atom as my code editor. We need to create some Python scripts and some HTML files for creating a Flask app. I've created a folder named Intel image classification app, and these are all the required files in it. Let me guide you through each file one by one. So first let us see what is the config.py file. So .py format is format for Python script. So let's see what is in config.py. So in config.py you can see that we have defined a class config with an object, and we are passing a secret key, that is PyAnalytics. You can change it to anything that you want. Other than that, we have taken session cookie secure as true and default theme as none. Similarly, we have also created a class for development config, and in this we have set debug equal to true. So this is the configuration file. After that, let us see the app.py file. So this is the app.py file. In app.py file, you can see that we have defined the main of a function, and whenever the main is called, app will run. So this is to run the app. Next, let me show you the init.py file. So this is the init.py file. Here what we are doing, we are importing Flask from Flask. After that, we are passing the name of the app in the app variable, and then we are calling the config. So here you can see that we are calling the development config as we have already defined it in config.py. And after that, in the fourth step, we are importing views from app. So let's see what is views.py. So this is the views.py file. So views.py file is exactly similar to the code that we have written in Google Colab. It is just we need to write it again in a Python script so that we can call it. So here we'll see what are the important libraries, important imports we are using here. So here you can see that from Flask we are importing request, render template and URL for. We are using models from Keras because we need to load the model that we saved in our Google Colab. We will call that model here for prediction. We are using NumPy for mathematical computation. We are using image function from PIL, which is used for opening the images, and similarly some other libraries also. After that, we will add the path to config. So here you can see that app.config initial file upload. It will set the path to app static uploads. Next step is to load the model that we have already saved. So this is my path of the model, app static model Intel image.h5. This is the model, and I'm saving it in a variable named model. Now we will route to home page using two methods. This is the route. Here you can see these are the two methods, get and post. So initially get method will be executed and it will load our index.html, that is our main page. And as soon as we click on any button or do anything on our home page, the post will be activated. So in the post, you can see that first we are generating a unique image name. After generating the unique image name, we are reading, resizing, saving and pre-processing the image for the prediction using different functions from OpenCV and NumPy. After that, we will predict the output using the model.predict and argmax function, as we know. And these are the classes here defined. We know that we were working on 6 classes, so these are the name of that classes. And in the end, we will return our prediction. In the end, you can see that this is the main function and it will run the app, which is app.run, and here debug is set equal to true. So now let me show you how to design the front end of this application, how this application will look. So for that, we have designed an index.html file. So here you can see that this file is designed using HTML and CSS. So in order to get an understanding of this file, to get an understanding of HTML and CSS, you should previously have some knowledge about it. So here you can see that in the first division, we have set Intel Image Classification App as our heading and made by PyAnalytics. Next, in the next section, in the next division, we have created a button named Upload Image. So in Upload Image section, we have created a button named Browse. So you can browse, click on this browse button and browse through the system to upload an image. In the next section, we have created a prediction function, predict function. We'll click on that, submit that, and it will give us the prediction along with the image that we have uploaded. In the end, you can see that these are some of the scripts. So what these scripts does, these link our buttons or our prediction function to the function that is required on that click, and it will save those values. So this is the index.html file. So as I have told you that we have worked on HTML and CSS. So let me show you where they are stored. So in the static folder, you can see that this is the CSS folder, which contains the materialize.css, because we have used materialize.css. We've taken the images like the white background image for the application used in the first division. We have also worked on JS, that is materialize.js, which is saved here, and the model is also saved here with the name intelimage.h5, and the upload files. Now let me show you some of the important files that are required. So this is the proc file. So proc file is generally required for application deployment. Here you can see that we are using web in the starting, because it will tell us the deployment protocol to consider this as a web application, and that after that you can see that Gunicon is in command, and Gunicon will tell the system that we have to call app from app. Other than that, this is the readme file. It contains all the information on how to run this project. And the most important file is the requirements.txt. So requirements.txt, it contains all the dependencies, all the libraries that are used in creating this app with their version. So we can create this requirement.txt file. Let me show you how you can do that. So for that, we need to copy the path of this particular folder where our project is saved and open Anaconda command prompt and move to that particular folder. So let's see how we'll do that. So in the Anaconda command prompt, we first need to move to that folder where our project is saved. I've already copied the path for that. Now I'll type the command cd, which is change directory, and paste that path here and move to that folder. So in order to create a requirements.txt file, we first need to install pip reqs on our system. So for that, we need to run the command pip install pip reqs. So here you can see that it is showing me that requirement already satisfied, because I have already installed that on my system. And after installing it, you need to run the command pip reqs. So what this command will does, it will render through every Python script you have written. It will note all the libraries that you have used and note them down into a requirements.txt file with their version that we have used. So here it is showing me a warning because I have already made a file, but it will not show an error on, it will not show a warning on your system if you are creating it for the first time. So in order to run this app, we should have all these requirements satisfied on our system, all these requirements installed on our system. And how we do that? For that, we will use the command pip install -r requirements.txt. txt. So what it will do, it will check all the requirements that are there in my requirement file and it will install those. So here you can see that all the requirements on my system are already satisfied. So it is showing me requirement already satisfied. So we are good to go and we can run this app. So how to run a Flask app? First, make sure that you are in that particular folder where your application is saved, where your project is saved, and you should know the name of your application. The name of our application is app.py. So to run that, we will type the command python app.py. So here you will see that it will provide us with a URL where our application will run, and we will go to that URL. Here in the end you can see that this is the URL, localhost. Let's copy this and go to our browser to check if our app is running fine or not. So I have copied the URL, pasted it in the URL bar. So this is the application you can see here. It is Intel Image Classification app made by PyAnalytics. This is the front end of our app. So if you know HTML and CSS, you can design this more visually appealing according to you. So now let's check if our application is working fine or not. So for that, we will browse to an image. So I've opened an image here, and let us click on predict and to see if it is working or not. So here you can see that this is an image of a street and our model has predicted it as street. So our application is working absolutely fine, absolutely correct. So with this, we came to an end of this project, this application. Thank you.